Silver price did something crazy today, and we're going to check it out. Now, the moves up and down were very extreme, very fast, and if you weren't paying attention, then you would have missed it. But we're going to sort of dive into silver's extreme price movements and see if we can break down exactly what was going on. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so today is Thursday, January 12th, 2023, and it is an important day because the inflation numbers for December were released, and they obviously had a huge effect on silver's price. So we're going to talk about that. But first, what I want to do is just show you that at the moment, silver spot price is up over 50 cents on the day. So silver is now back over $24 an ounce. Also, gold is up around $26 at the moment, over $1,900 an ounce. So precious metals at this moment are rallying, but that doesn't mean there wasn't some extreme movement before this. So let's first look into inflation. Here we are over at kitconews.com, and the headline reads, "Gold rallies to 7-month high amid tamer U.S. inflation data." So let's dive in right here. Gold and silver prices are solidly up in midday U.S. trading Thursday, with gold notching a 7-month intraday high of $1,900. A key U.S. inflation report today was right in line with market expectations, but still considered tamer. And then they talk about gold and silver being up. The highly anticipated U.S. Consumer Price Index report for December came in at up 6.5% year on year, which was right in line with the consensus forecast. A 7.1% annual rise was reported in the November report. Other internal numbers in today's CPI report were also in line with market expectations. This report falls slightly into the camp of the U.S. monetary policy doves, as the report suggests U.S. inflation has peaked. That's good news for the U.S. and the global economy, while also suggesting demand for metals could uptick in 2023. Yeah, demand for metals, it's going up, baby. So essentially, inflation is coming down, right? In November, it was at 7.1%. Now it's only 6.5% in December. But also, it is in line with what they were expecting. We didn't see any craziness, right? It wasn't a surprising report. So they're able to better forecast what their expectations are, kind of look into the future. And this is really good for metals, right? If we look at the CME FedWatch tool, we can see the next rate hike for February is projected to be a 25 basis point rate hike, which will be the smallest one we've seen, right? There was a bunch of the 75 basis point rate hikes and then a 50 last time. Now, if they only do the 25, it's like maybe rates will stop going up sooner than we thought, and the dollar won't be as strong as we thought it was going to be. And this is really good for precious metals. So there's a lot of different ways to look at this. But if we continue on in the article, you know, he does show the 24-hour spot gold bid, and it's really interesting to see gold price, but silver did a very similar thing. Look at this shape. It's almost like the letter N, right? A capital N. And we can see gold price rally and then fall extremely fast and then rally from there. And silver did the same thing today. So real quick, if you're not sure what's going on in this chart, up in the top right corner, you can see January 10th is in blue. So this line for silver price in blue was for 2 days ago. January 11th is in red. So this is what silver spot price did yesterday. There was a big dip, and then it kind of, you know, picked up towards the end of the day. And then today is in green, January 12th. And look what silver spot price did today. So it was around $23.60 to start off the day, slowly moved higher and higher and higher. And then right at 8:30, when the inflation data was released, silver spot price spiked. It moved up super hard. And in fact, I feel like people probably overbought, and that's why we saw the reversal. But then when the New York Stock Exchange opened at 9:30, right here, we see silver price go down even faster and farther. And it's kind of rallied a little bit since the bottom. But this is a really, really crazy move for silver to go up so fast and fall even lower than it was previously, right? Because this is when the inflation data was released. So about an hour and a half later, silver spot price is lower than it was before. That just doesn't really make any sense. I mean, if the numbers were good for silver, which they are, these are really good numbers for silver, then why did silver price fall below where it was previously? I mean, is there kind of some shenanigans going on? Is this market manipulation? I mean, why on earth are we having these extreme moves? And obviously the extreme moves have to do with not only the data coming out today, but also, you know, when the markets opened at 9:30 and we saw price stop moving down, start to move up slightly, and then fall once again. So the question now becomes, you know, is this a normal trading pattern? I would say because it's similar to that of gold's, you know, gold did basically the same thing as silver, that it's not terribly abnormal. I'm not saying that, you know, silver is manipulated and gold isn't, but I just think it's a really interesting move because silver fell, you know, below it where it was when the report came out. And gold did the same thing as well. But if we look at gold's rally since then, gold's almost made up all of the ground that it lost from the peak. Silver, nowhere close. You know what I mean? Silver is like, I mean, the peak is way up here. So silver went up, you know, to $24.20 almost intraday, but then fell like 60 cents. Now, I will be the first to admit that I'm not a day trader, right? I don't do any day trading whatsoever. I've never taken any classes on the technicals or anything like that. But I do think that these extreme movements are sort of unusual. And I did expect some fireworks today because I knew the CPI data was coming out. And so I was like, all right, we're probably going to see a big movement in silver price, you know, either up or down. And we are seeing a nice gain in silver price overall for the day. I mean, it's still 50 cents more expensive today than it was yesterday. But I did not expect to see this crazy up and then downward move. I mean, like 60-cent loss in the price of silver, just kind of in the middle of the day. So I don't know if this is kind of like algorithm trading, right? Silver hits a certain number and then everyone says buy, buy, buy. And then it hits another number and everyone says sell, 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 you know, and then they oversell and then it regains the ground from before. So this is probably something like that. I don't think this is market manipulation specifically, but it is kind of weird that silver price could do this. And so I just thought it was interesting and I wanted to point it out in this video today. I mean, overall, I think long term for the year, you know, silver, we got a lot of room to go up. I think silver can do very well this year. I've already publicly put out my silver forecast for the year. I'm forecasting $32 silver by the end of the year. We will see if prices can go that high. But I think it's going to be a great year for precious metals because I think it's going to be a really poor year for the dollar, right? And silver basically does the opposite of whatever the dollar does. So if the dollar gets really strong, silver moves down. If the dollar gets really weak, which is what I think is going to happen this year, then I expect to see silver move much higher. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting day for silver price. If you do any sort of technical trading and you want to weigh in on the price action today, feel free to put a comment down below in the comment section. That's the video today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Silver Dragons out.